Our walk begins at the Flinders Chase Visitors Centre with the mandatory briefing.
Are located along the trail and at campgrounds to protect clean areas and slow the spread of this plant killer.
We walk by Black Swamp, where, in the early 1900s, more than 100 weight of megafauna bones were unearthed from the peat soil. It's a diprotodon.
Likes having effects.
I loved seeing the Cape Barren geese.
The interpretive signs had some great information.
During the bushfire, the yakas burst into a spectacular shower of red sparks that fly sky high. The flames have an invisible effect. They release great quantities of ethylene gas that goes into the heart of the plant and stimulates them to flower.
The flower garden on the first hour, getting to the platypus ponds, was excellent.
I was particularly impressed with the profusion of ground orchids. This certainly is the right time to see wildflowers on Kangaroo Island. A short break at Rocky River Cascades. A quick photo shoot with a yaka. A glimpse into the Rocky River Gorge. And on to Cupgum Campground. Now this is impressive. Electric lights that come on automatically at dusk. Day 2, and we're heading for Heikia Campground. I'm looking forward to walking on the cliff tops. Listen to the frogs. Shh. After crossing Rocky River, our second day will take us onto the coast. All the way from here, we have limestone cliffs overlaying metamorphic rock. There are caves everywhere you look. The mouth of the Rocky River, and there's nothing between us and Antarctica. For much of the trail, we have limestone underfoot. It makes the otherwise easy track a little bit more challenging. We follow the cliff tops for a while. And then down onto the beach. Walkers are asked to stay away from the dunes so that we don't disturb nesting hooded plovers, or hoodies as they're known. I can't remember ever seeing so many bluebottles on one beach before.
It's so beautiful to see this beautiful blue sea, and after I think of what it was a couple of days ago with all the wind and the rain and the grey skies, I'm so glad that we have such fantastic weather to do this particular part of the walk, and I hope it continues.
And there are some fascinating rock formations. After morning tea on the beach, we're back on the cliff tops and some more amazing ocean views. And some other smaller treats, like this little tawny dragon hiding under the rocks. And early in the afternoon we arrive at Heikia campsite. Stephen and I couldn't resist the temptation to see the sunset through Admiral's Arch. And to watch the seals frolicking on the rocks beneath. At this time in the evening, we had the place entirely to ourselves. No crowd, no jostling, no noise other than the seals. A 9-kilometre side trip from camp, walking back in the dark, but worth every minute. Visiting the famous Remarkable Rocks was definitely the highlight of this day. But there were many other smaller delights as well, like this beautiful goanna and the architecture of the ants. You think it's dead, it's been cut down, and look at that little shoot. I was really keen to see a blonde Kangaroo Island echidna. And Rob was kind enough to find one for me among the rocks. What are you looking for?
Well, I've been looking for sawflies. Well, no, I don't have to look for sawflies. There's so many sawflies.
We requested Baz to find us a sheltered lunch spot out of the wind. We didn't count on something as dramatically scenic as this one, though.
fellow? Can you see him?
It's right in the middle of the track.
You have to go past there, don't you?
The guidebook suggests that we could cool our tired feet at Sanderson's Bay. Some did.
What? How was that?
I declined. We've been pretty fortunate with the weather so far. But today, the wind and the rain seem to come straight off Antarctica. Blissfully calm once we're in the shelter of the forest for a while. We're provided with a neat little boat to cross Southwest River. At least one of the party isn't going to take any risks. The rest of us trust the considerable stability of the boat without a life jacket.
Oops, where are you? Oh, there you are.
A short side trip to Hanson's Bay Beach. It's as blustery as ever and dramatic. But we find a small amount of shelter for lunch. And then it's only a short distance before we reach Tea Tree Campground. Where our trusty trailer awaits once more.
Can't tell you what the code is, it's secret.
No, it'd have to kill me if you did. Oops, Helen's disappeared.
Rangers post daily upgraded weather forecasts at each campground. Tea Tree Campground is the only one where we were allowed to make a fire. We're provided with firewood and a fire pit.
Who has a highlight and who has a challenge?
Wildflowers?
Yep.
And the coastal scenery? And my dip in the ocean?
We could have spent some time sitting quietly above the banks of the lagoons, listening for birds and for frogs.
It's a gorgeous glade.
But then we might have missed the tour of Kelly Hill Caves.
These caves actually are quite unique because this is sand dune limestone. It's basically a solidified sand dune. I don't know if we've been to Little Sahara yet, where they do the sandboarding. For the island, or yeah, but the clue that most people get though is it's in red wine. And then so this one here used to be joined with that one there.
How long ago was that? Used to be around about 5 years.
Couple of days.
Oh, no, not really.
Yeah, sort of like 100,000 years.
Oh,
type
okay.
thing. Yeah.